3, 2, 1.
I clean those too before I get it. I clean them every time. I wipe them down because I don't know whose head was on here. I ain't trying to.
I inspected. Did you
That mean?
when I was like, the MD. So all Sony headphones start with MDR. So
every time one of my worst fears is getting lice.
Oh yeah.
That's my worst fear. Like, and every once in a while it'll pop up on Instagram. Like, look at this video of some white kid with lice, and I'm like, you gotta warn me, man. This is gross. Like,
I couldn't imagine just having some creatures living in your head.
But my roommate was like, "You never had lice?" I was like,
"You had lice?"
Yeah. He's like, "No, it's not something you get because you're dirty, like all the time. Or somebody around you could be dirty, and then it get on you." I was like, "Well, I'm not hanging around dirty motherfuckers." Right. Right. Oh shit. Cool. Critical James Theory, the name of the podcast. I'm James Knight, and next to me is a very funny comedian, Meme Lord, as I will call you.
Thank you. I've been graded the title of Meme Lord.
I respect the meme game. I thought I was all right with it, like in my little circle. Then I saw you. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay. He trumps me for being one of the most reclusive motherfuckers in the comedy scene.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Now just attack me. All right. No. Today I was leaving my crib. My roommate was chilling with some of his friends, and one of them was like, I had headphones on. They were like, Malakiah. I'm like, what the fuck was that? They're like, oh, you don't remember me 18 months ago? Nigga, no. They're like, how are you still working at your job? And they said the exact job I have and the exact thing I say. So I was like, I met this motherfucker, and they remember me, but I don't remember them. God damn.
Malakiah Ayres, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, party people?
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for coming.
Of course, this was close to my house.
I'm so glad because my other spot is not very close. The other podcast studio that I have yet to use is in on Market. It's on not Market Street. It's in like the fashion motherfucking area.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, Rec Philly or something like that. And I'm like, I don't even want to go there half the time. It's busy over there.
Right.
But
the gallery, nigga.
The gallery.
Stop, right?
If you know, you know.
Right.
But yeah, thanks for coming. Man, the first interaction that I had with you, maybe not the first, but one of the first when I was performing, was we did a show in an alley, a restaurant in the alley. I did a show. You came to the open mic afterwards, and I was hosting it.
Yeah.
And you had been there. I think you saw my set, and the first thing you went up first. And first of all, I said your name wrong because I pronounced it phonetically.
Oh yeah, it's a bitch. You gotta do that.
And I was like, no. Later on, you said you didn't clown me for it, but you did say later. It's like, this is Malakiah. Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool.
I've been getting this my whole life. I can't be at my Jurassic age mad that niggas can't pronounce my misspelled name right.
I remember one of the first jokes you said because I just started the timer, and you was like, "Man, I didn't know you was black. I thought you was Puerto Rican this entire time."
I remember that exact day.
That shit made me laugh. I was like, "Yeah, that's what I've been getting my whole life."
I was like, every time, ever since I've seen, I was like, "This little nigga is in there," but I don't know how much.
More than Logic, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I'm liking this. We got a couple secret niggas. You and Jay Simpson are the secret niggas in the Philly comedy.
That one got me because I'm usually good at spotting my own people. Like I'm like, there's something there.
Rascals.
I didn't notice. I didn't know. I was like, Keen told me, and I was like,
yeah,
really?
Mm-hmm.
But I think he told me one time. He's like, I don't know if he was there or what, but it was like, he had a joke with the N-word in it and didn't go over too well, and somebody wanted to throw hands, and he was like, "Nah," and they was like, wasn't trying to hear it.
Throw hands.
Oh. Shout out to him because it's one of the things. I was talking to Brandon Mitchell
My guy.
last show. We were talking about it. Like when you mix, sometimes you got it, and sometimes you don't got it.
Yeah. And Jay, I love him. I feel
Very
like
funny.
he used to say nigga and then he lost it. And like, you know, it's like having an accent. It's like having an accent. You gotta continue
Keep the
you
muscle.
gotta speak in the language or else you're not gonna sound of the language.
Look, my mind was blown when I first found out that I could. It was my friends. I was like, I couldn't have been like 11 or 12. And my friend Robert and his sister Jhene and their grandparents, it was like 4 Richard Pryors in the house. And I was just like, y'all say this a lot. And they were like, yeah, I remember his sister had a little crush on her too. She said, nigga, you can say that shit too. And I was like,
She unlocked the feature. You was like, oh shit.
I can? Say, boop. Like, all right, okay. When I was younger, I used to have to like check the temperature of like new friend groups at first, just to see if like, because I don't want to fight. But so like I gotta check the temperature a little bit.
This thing got black forces on. He about the business.
Hell yeah,
I'll
dude.
say it when he leaves.
It's like just in case he look like he can rumble a little bit. Like I'm not.
Is he CrossFit? Nah, it's gonna be a long ass head.
But fortunately, over the years, like just because of my size, people don't really. Even if they got a problem, usually they don't say anything.
Yeah, that's good about being a bigger nigga. Like you can get away with saying wild shit, and people be like, this gonna be a rumble, and it will be, nigga.
It will be. I don't want to,
Yeah,
but like it could be.
exactly. I'm lazy. I'd very much rather not fight, but I will fight you.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh man. So like, I don't know anything about you really. I'm gonna take some shots, like not some shots, but like some things I think I know.
Okay, so you're not drinking this Quavo that's right here? Oh wait,
I
the
wish.
camera. I'm lying.
I wish it was. So were you in the army or in the military?
I was. What you? I already know. What the fuck? How did you figure that out?
I think, to be honest, I don't know. I think through like your memes. I think because like sometimes every once in a while there'll be some army shit in there, and usually motherfuckers who were in the military post shit about the military if it's like silly or something like that. Like usually people who aren't in it don't. So I was like, I wonder if he was in the.
It was the crayon. It was the Marines eating crayons, wasn't it?
I don't remember, but there's Marines eating crayons.
There's a long running joke in real estate that the Marines are stupid and that they eat crayons.
They I had a my uncle was in the Marines, and he didn't eat crayons, but I was very scared of him.
Yeah.
He once pulled a gun on my little cousin for asking, like he was asleep, and he was like, like he was trying to wake him up. He was like, "Oh, Kenny, I'm looking for the hot dog buns. Do we have any hot dog buns?" He had a gun under his pillow. He said, woke up like that, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh yeah.
My mom heard that. She was like, "You're not going to stay with Uncle Kenny until."
Give him a couple of years. He just got back. His Agent Orange still acting up.
I got a couple folks in my family, Air Force, Marines. One of my best friends is still in the Army.
Oh, good luck to them.
He is.
Or them, I don't know.
It's him. Yeah. But he going through it. So.
I know.
Sometimes he be calling me, and I'm like, I can feel like when he's talking, I can feel like a cloud of darkness, and I'm like, hey man, you good? He's like, nah.
The military. This is crazy. That we get into this, but the military teaches you how to persevere, but they never teach you how to deal with the issues.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people in the military develop drinking habits and everything like that, dipping and all this other shit. Because it's like you got to drive on, soldier. You got to get to your destination. You got to be where you need to be, where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But after that's over, and you got PTSD, alcoholism. Yeah. You can't pull up on the street at certain times. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like, what do we do with this? And she's crazy, man.
What I learned is that they don't, at least where he's at, they didn't give him, like, he went to therapy, because I was like, He was asking me for questions. I was like, dude, I don't know. I've maybe touched one gun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you asking me for. So I was like, you ever tried therapy? And he was like, man, that shit. They said, man, you tough, right? It sent him along his way, and I was like, what?
That's basically what they tell me. You gotta fight the military to do anything out of the norm. Like, if you want to go to therapy, which I think is covered on some insurance, they'll still be like, come on, nigga, man up. What are you talking about?
That's wild.
Take a knee and drink some water. Like,
that's so wild. That's so wild. All right, let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. So, one, just based off whatever amount of knowledge you know of me, could I make it through basic training?
You now? No.
Me now.
And it's not that I don't think you have the ability to make it. I feel like as a big man, you got weak knees, and there's certain crouching things that you got to do. Fuck dog. I joined the military at 17, right? Mm-hmm. Before I went to Trinidad with my dad for a year. Okay. And when I went there, I was like 4, maybe 5 feet. And then I shot up to 6'1" in that 1 year. So my knees are done. I never had knees. Damn. So whenever we had to do like the kneeling positions, the crouching positions of anything, I was fucking I was almost a perfect shot in fucking basic training. I had like a 36 out of 40, but some of the kneeling shots, I was wobbling so much because I was on my knees. Staying on your knee for an extended period of time fucked me up, dog.
Hey, you know what? You know what else is not in my favor is asthma. I got asthma.
Oh, I got it. It was on both sides of my family. I didn't get it until like 3 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, my shit has subsided. I had bad when I was a kid. I was that motherfucker that had to go to the nurse every day.
Oh.
And do the little like...
Nebulizer. Talking about you behind your back like a dog.
Yeah, they did. I know they did. It was me and my friend Stefan. We both were the only kids that had asthma. And he was one of them kids that was just like, you know them kids that were just born shredded?
Yeah.
And like I was kind of like a stocky. So like they might have talked about us, but they weren't gonna do nothing.
Oh,
they did talk to us.
I was a skinny kid, so they was talking about me.
Yeah. You grew up in Philly?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. In West or?
West and Southwest. Like my family lived off like 60th. This is before I remember anything. My dad used to sell drugs up there. Yeah. And he did. Apparently he's one of the first niggas to sell crack in West Philly. But he used to sell drugs up there. And then when my dad went to jail, and I lived with my mom, and we lived a little in West, and then we moved to Southwest when I was like 8. So like I could do whichever one.
Yeah. So yeah, city schools was a little different.
Nigga. For middle school, what did you do for music class in middle school?
In middle school was different because I lived in Pennsgrove for a while. I don't know if you've ever been in or around Pennsgrove.
I'm just curious about your academic achievements.
It's just a shitty like South Jersey hood. It's like a rural hood, and like we actually had to do like singing and stuff like that in that class. And then I moved to the suburbs, and they just let us do everything. Anything. They didn't even have no curriculum. It was just like, yo, you want to play your Wu-Tang tapes and for 20 minutes or something like that and do nothing like study hall. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's fire. That makes you feel better about my experience, dog. We watched Drumline every day in music class for like 2 years. And then we had to take a test Friday about the movie Drumline.
It was a different test every time, right?
It was like 3 tests that he just swapped out. The music just checked out by like the second week of not using his degree. But you know what I mean?
We had similar music experiences in school.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
No, that was just it. I fucking Drumline was my music. Good thing I'm musically inclined, or else that would have come 2 years of watching Drumline.
Yeah,
I cannot watch. Don't turn that movie on. I might flip out. Like I don't have PTSD. I ain't never do nothing crazy in the military, but turn Drumline on, she's like, boom, 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 boom.
Start sweating. You start answering real nice. What?
What is the last rule of the rule book? All right, let me stop it. All right.
I've seen Drumline maybe like a handful of times.
That's all you need to say. It's not a good movie.
The first time I saw Drumline, this is a core memory of mine. First time I saw Drumline, it had to be, I don't know if it was a DVD or if it was on TV, but like I remember I lost my virginity to this older Filipino chick, and it was on, and I just remember like looking over at the TV as I was finishing.
Yeah, that'll make you remember it.
And I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be.
And Jerry Springer was on. So.
I was like, this is gonna be in my head forever. Forever. That and I had on Jordan 8s.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Those are the two things I remember about it.
You worried about not scuffing your Jordans.
I was like, I'm gonna keep these on because this is what they do in the movies. In the point is, Mr. Marcus keeping his shoes on, so I'm gonna keep my shit on.
What was up with that? The porn stuff. Traction. I get it now because now that those bouncy castle joints are out, I want some of them socks.
The grippy joints.
Yeah, because I fucked in some hospital socks. I work at a hospital, and when I tell you them bitches has to be legendary with them.
Yeah,
sound like anime fights.
Yeah. I'm fucking die. That's fucking hilarious. Hospital socks.
Yeah.
Had them joints pulled all the way up, like
Like, oh, I ain't playing with you, girl. Let me get the brown ones. You think I'm playing?
The brown ones.
I start off light with the yellow ones, but the brown ones, don't let me put the brown ones on. We going to Pound Town.
Oh shit, man! I didn't know you worked in the hospital.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Shit. What else though? This is just a list of things that I know that I think I know about you. That I'm going to keep this bit going.
I'm a recluse. So.
Let's see. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you hate J. Cole.
No, what? No.
You don't hate J. Cole?
Okay. I feel like this is coming from a biracial.
No, I don't like J. Cole.
I got into a huge argument with my cousin. Cousin, like I like rap, and I try not to be one of those elitists about rap, but I analyze rap sometimes at like a mathematical degree of ability.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
J. Cole's a great rapper. J. Cole,
sure.
He said J. Cole's the greatest rapper right now. I was like,
no, I don't believe that.
Yeah. Of course, no. Because you have a brain. I think J. Cole's a great rapper. He got better, and that's the thing. But if J. Cole is a storyteller, he's a storytelling rapper who can be lyrical, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Storytelling rappers rarely beat lyrical rappers on verses.
Yeah.
J. Cole has had a run. I give it to him, but he's not even the best out the group of people he came out with. Like Kendrick and J. Cole. No. I'm going with Kendrick. He's just a better rapper.
I just don't. And I'm not going to choose to listen to J. Cole.
I listen to J. Cole more than I listen to Kendrick, but I like Kendrick more as a rapper. Like Kendrick is a rapper.
Yeah.
J. Cole has a song with Bia, because like I listen to anything before I dog it.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like. J. Cole has a song with Bia called London, right? Mm-hmm. And he uses his rhyme scheme to go into a British accent and then back out of the British accent because the topic is London. I was like, that is fire.
Okay.
But it's still niggas above you, nigga. Like, I can't. Like, my favorite rapper is Earl Sweatshirt. And Earl Sweatshirt is a rapper, but he's not the best.
No. But you like it. That's just, it feels good in your ears.
If you name niggas better than him, I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So
all right. So saying that you hate J. Cole is a
that's
little
strong. But people who really like J. Cole think
they really like J. Cole.
Being critical of him is hating.
They really like J. Cole, and I'm just like, I
J. Cole got killed by No Name. Shout out to No Name.
Yes, I would love to talk to No Name. I feel like she might not like me, but
I would too. I found out that she and my sister have the same name, which would probably rub me the wrong way.
That could be weird. I don't date Michelle's because that's my mom's name, and I ran into some hot. That's a hot name when you come across like Michelle. She's probably cute.
That's why, that's probably why black people name their kids whatever the fuck. So I mean, you don't find a girl fall in love and she the same name as your mom. It ain't 3 Quavenzinaes out there.
What name?
Quavenzinae. That's the actual girl's name.
Really?
Don't laugh at it. Yeah. She was in, what is it, Beast of the Lowland Wilds with Idris Elba?
Oh yeah, you are right. Dang, yeah. That has to be like cultural. Like she's got to be from some like, where's she from? She like from Europe or something, or like an island.
She's from Africa.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Or she just might be a nigga from Compton. 'Cause motherfucking Jhene Aiko, right?
Yeah.
Her last name is like Chilumbo, right?
Yes.
Her dad, this nigga name was like Tim Johnson. And then I guess he just got Pan-Africanized and
He
changed the
did.
shit to Chilumbo.
He got a bunch of chains and rings on.
What? You could just change your last name to Chilumbo out of nowhere. That just sound like a yogurt.
We want them strawberry Chilumbos with the fruit at the bottom. You know what I mean?
Right. She's a good antioxidant.
Can we? Real talk though. Since you brought her up, I'm a fan, but like her older sister, I think it is. She also sang, but she a little bit more ratchet, and she like 5'10", and she got broad shoulders.
Okay, I've never seen.
I like her name was like Mila.
Did she used to feature on like the old Black Hippie shit too?
She might have.
Cause back in the day before Jhene Aiko was a known name, she used to just do a lot of shit like
She
the
might
local
have.
West Coast artist.
She might have, but like she just smoked weed and like do videos about smoking weed. I'm like, who?
Yo,
I would like to meet her.
here's the thing, dog. I saw this on what you call it? Niggas arguing about Sexy Red. It's like, yo, Jhene Aiko and Sexy Red talk about the same shit. Y'all just like the way Jhene said, because Jhene was the first nigga that talk about eating ass on the track.
Yeah.
Eat the booty like groceries.
Like groceries.
She got a lot of like ratchet songs. She just sings it with a ethereal tone. So people just like, oh, you can just talk about putting a butt plug in your butt because it sounds nice. Jhene Aiko, an agent, dog.
Dang, yo, I didn't think about that. She might be an agent.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, somebody said like it was a meme. I guess it might be going around like. And this is old. This is even too old for me. But I just remember I used to watch a lot of TV. There was a show called What's Happening. They said she looked like Raj. Of what and they put like a side by side. And I was like, oh shit.
I gotta see this.
I was like, oh fuck, that is scary. If Raj had face tats and long red hair.
Oh shit! Okay.
Like young Raj, like young on the show when he used to wear them tight collared shirts.
This nigga right here.
Yeah. You put that next to Sexy Red.
Y'all niggas, yo.
The internet just ruined everything for you. Matter of fact, when I was waiting for you, I was looking through, and I kept watching it. It was like some white lady. It was like the cougar stalking her prey, and she was literally like from the back.
Yeah,
she just
from the weeds.
And she even looked over at her friend like, "I'm gonna get him." Like,
she walked up all excited, like it was an interview.
She hit the rhythm a little bit. I was like, "Look at her go."
My man's just trying to dance to his African music.
That's all.
He had a hard work week. He's just trying to unwind.
He had his little pink sweater on, no shirt underneath. He's like, I ain't worried about nothing.
Wild state.
That's wild, first of all. But that's also like an invitation for the white cougar. That's kind of like an outfit that they would flock to.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. Like, what is that? What color is that? Salmon? I like it.
That's how they get you right in there. I ain't mad. If I saw it, I might. I'm like, you know what? A little asymmetrical haircut ain't doing too bad tonight.
Right. Baby, I ain't got no manager. Talk to me.
Shit, I'm at that age. I might. I ain't never. Honestly, Brandon and I were talking about this last week. Neither of us have ever dated a white girl or even done anything with a white girl.
I dated two, and they were the worst experiences of my fucking life.
Damn, they didn't give.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's why when I be talking to the young brothers, and they be like, "Oh man, I'm not gonna talk about this like it's a lot of niggas, but you know that is that group of funky niggas that like, oh man, I'm going over to the white side." I was like, try it if you want, nigga. There's not sunshine and rainbows over there.
What's the worst thing about it?
The worst thing about it is, It's just a cultural difference.
Okay.
And if you like, I don't want to have to explain why my mom don't put her purse on the ground. Like it's just certain things that.
Yeah.
And if you cool with teaching somebody shit like that, that's fine. Yeah. You gotta come learn with me. You gotta come pre-fucked because I'm not trying to teach you nothing.
Pre-fucked?
Yeah. I'm not trying to teach
I'm
you.
trying to be the first, like,
Yeah.
trying to explore this.
I'm trying to bend you over and hit it from the back and you got the hand out.
Or the arch don't be right. You doing like the yoga joint. What's that, the cat?
I'm trying my best right now. I'm giving you not even A1 no more. I'm giving you like A3 dick. I ain't got A1. A1 dick got my sister stabbed in the neck. I retired that dick. But dog.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
I used to be wilding out here as a young boy.
Look, go ahead.
Hold on. I was about to say, used to call my dick Curiosity because it killed the cat. Like, we jumping back on that white bitches topic.
We could. I'm not afraid to talk about it. I don't.
I'd be about it. I mean, but nah. I because of the cultural thing I was talking about earlier. I like white women aren't really my cup of tea. Like I don't hate them or nothing, but
right.
like I like big Jones and I like dark skinned women. So like if you're not that, I'm probably not checking for you. But after striking out a few times, you like maybe I'm blocking my blessings. Let me try out the other white meat.
Yeah.
Now I'm good. I should have stayed over here.
The rhythm be off a little bit, like, or is it just like we all have like a natural kind of like, all right, we're doing this, so
the rhythm be up, like, cause I dated 2 hood white bitches because I was trying to not have that whiteness. You know what I mean?
Was trying to go too far, like
yeah,
you gotta be a little familiar with it.
But at the essence. They still white. Like it just and like it come out when they super upset. Like you remember one of my exes, right?
I don't know. Do I?
I believe y'all met. Redhead.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm putting the math together right now. Okay. Yep.
Nigga grew up in New York, and sounded like a Dominican gangster,
which I thought.
Yeah, but
no.
When it all boils down, she white, dog. I remember one time we was chilling at her crib, and I was hungry. I was about to go to the KFC down by her place, and you know what I mean, give me a little famous bowl.
Sure,
that's my shit. She's like, don't go there. I'm gonna make some food for you. So this 5-minute trip turned into a 2-hour trip for her to go. She wanted me to go with her to the fucking supermarket up the street. We get up there, and this nigga make me soup.
That's not what you asked for.
Nigga, look at my big ass. I ate the soup. It was like, cool, I'm going to KFC. Yeah. It's like, why would you feed an adult man soup? Like, that shit's going to be, it wasn't even a hearty soup. And she was talking, like, oh, I'm Irish. We real good at making soups or whatever. I'm like, I didn't know this. I didn't really care about, but I shout out to Ireland and y'all soup making abilities. But if she is the standard, y'all niggas got to get y'all step your weight up.
I don't look. My white half is Irish.
Hell yeah.
And I have never had a soup in my life from that side of the family.
She might have been bullshit.
I mean, maybe my white side of the family, I always have to explain to people that that white side isn't like, they're white, but like when they were in the Penns Grove in the 50s, like my granddad was like the only like white dude that was like, yeah, I'm gonna let Roscoe and them in the house because I get along with them, and you know the other whites were like, well, we don't do that. It's like, yeah, but they're cool. What are we? So they had a lot of, because
Irish people was second generation white. Like they had to get the update patch before they was like, all right, y'all white.
So they had a lot. They grew up with a lot of black kids. So they just like my aunt, like everybody in my family married somebody black on that side of the family, except for like my 2 uncles that were like on heavy drugs.
Well, that'll stop you from getting black pussy.
Yeah, heroin, and then the other one. I think the other one was just like It was mostly alcohol, but then later in life it was crack. So it was like,
I mean, that might re-spark it. But the heroin, you gotta find Jesus before you can find a black woman.
He's still on it.
Oh shit!
This motherfucker he's got to be in his 50s, and he's just
heroin make you indestructible. I guess.
I guess so.
If
like
you do the right amount.
If he's not on K&A doing it. He's in Ohio doing it. So maybe it's different out there.
Yeah, it might be a little cleaner or something. Yo, I did a show. It was in Fishtown. I was going through K&A, and I saw a fresh drug addict. The girl was bad. Like she, cute, thick, fat butt, and I'm like, oh, this is all you're gonna lose all this in like 3 weeks.
It's over.
Yeah,
like,
that's.
She gonna be shooting between her toes and
like, yo, people be killing to look as good as you do. You about to throw it away?
Gone
for because your dad left. Come on now, you
be all right.
Right,
it happens.
Walk it off.
Walk it off. Like,
don't turn the hard drugs. Turn to the soft ones.
Dog, I was driving down 130. Where they got those not 130, 95. They got those digital billboards.
Yeah,
and it was like missing, and it was this white girl on there. And I looked again, and I was like, I grew up with that girl in Jersey.
Oh, shit.
And it was like last seen, 2010. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, they ain't finding her.
You go, your efforts are, appreciated, but.
She in Guam right now. That's crazy.
She gone. Shout out to Jill.
That's the whitest name, too. Oh, that's fucked up.
Shout out to Jill. I'm about Jill Primavera.
Oh, shit. That should sound like a sandwich.
Right? We get that large Primavera, the large Joe Primavera, mayo, oil, extra profile.
Let me get the garlic aioli with that too. It's not a Jill Primavera without a garlic aioli.
One Primavera. Anime. Well, before we talk about anime, I wanted to talk about, you mentioned No Name. And No Name made me think of, I think she got in trouble for like some J Electronica bars that like.
No Name did?
Yeah, because I think it was like, guilty by association or something like that. Like,
oh, yeah, I remember that.
It was like on her newest album. And I was listening to that. I was like, this ain't abnormal. This is just the shit that he rap about. Like, he's going to say some Jewish shit. He's going to say some like Farrakhan shit.
Was it on her project, or was when he was being anti-Semitic after he broke up with that Rothschild?
Because that was a thing. I think this is on her album.
Oh
yeah,
the new one. Wait,
yeah.
Oh yeah, he is on that joint too.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know, this verse is kind of hard.
No, it is. Because I'm like, I just ping back to the verse like, this shit is hard.
Because like I don't know if it's just. I don't know if we're just jaded or if we're just because like I'm not anti-Semitic, but like when somebody spits some bars like that, I don't take them to heart.
Right. I mean, we're adults, so I mean, I guess J Electronica might be our Kanye, because I immediately threw Kanye away when he started. Hitler was a nice guy. All right.
It was like, all right, hold on. But
J Elec, he raps so good. I'm like, all right. Say 3 more bullshitty things.
Right.
I'm done with you, but right now, I'm gonna see where you're going with this.
I listened to J Electronica verse, and like the next that my TikTok algorithm be like NOI dudes doing karate and like it is like they think I'm part of the nation, and I'm like I don't think they want me necessarily, even though you go through their history.
I like where the algorithm and shit go. I remember because like on YouTube, right, the targeted ads you get from whatever. So like my YouTube was like a bunch of anime shit and like a bunch of Pokemon shit, right? Yeah. And like one day I fell asleep. I was watching like some old Patrice toxic male shit.
Yeah.
Just reliving the glory days. And when I fell asleep, I woke up and like the Joe Rogan podcast was playing. Now I've never watched an episode of Joe Rogan in my life.
That's fair.
Because I'm black and. You know what I mean?
Would you watch it if there was somebody on there you like a black comic or something?
I've seen like a clip or something like when there's like a black comic game, but other than that,
you're not watching 3 hours.
No, I don't give a shit about anything for 3 hours. I'm sorry, but ever since the I guess it was playing all night, like the Joe Button podcast. I
ain't watching either.
Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Button podcast. So like now my targeted ads is just like soap, like nigga wash your ass. Oh you can get bitches if you get this website. I'm like, dog, I don't have a problem with either of those.
It's like I was just watching some toxic shit from the early 2000s.
Like,
I just want to listen to some Dante Nero talking about some shit.
Right. They're like, oh, this nigga's an incel. What? No, I love women. I just remember when this was hilarious to me as a teenager.
It's like, here goes some Andrew Tate. How about that? It's like, I don't need that, man.
That's
good.
Because I got inoculated by Patrice O'Neal and Black Phillip.
Yeah.
This Andrew Tate and Kevin Samuels shit don't work on me.
No. It's funny. Like I laughed at. I thought it was like a dude doing a character when it was Kevin Samuels. I was like, oh, he's funny. Like he's just doing a bit, right? And I was like, nah, I think he's.
And then it blew up.
I think he meant that.
Yeah. And then it became like the whole red pill community. I was like, that's a term Patrice O'Neal and them coined back in the day.
Yeah.
But
the Godfather of that toxic shit. I wonder sometimes. Like, I don't think he would still be that way if he was alive.
Oh, yeah?
I think he kind of...
I hope so. I'd be scared about shit like that because, like, Nipsey Hussle was one of my favorite rappers, right? Mm. And when he passed, like the whole Eritrean and Ethiopian community, because that's in the area of Philly I live. There's like a lot of Ethiopians and Eritreans. Yeah. So we had a candlelight vigil at a place that I eventually started doing an open mic for, right? Yeah. And then I was like, fuck, I know... I'm kind of glad he died before COVID because I know he'd have been one of them conspiracy niggas. You know what I mean?
He was like, I ain't putting that in my body. You know what I mean? It's like
just because that one line on fucking on his last project when he's like, they killed Dr. Sebi, he was teaching health, and I was like, I know it. I just know he'd been spewing some wrong shit.
Can I ask you, how do you feel about Dr. Sebi and Dr. Sebi Associates?
He was a charlatan.
Thank you.
He's a charlatan, and niggas that know if you eating fruit and vegetables, you're gonna be healthy. If you stop, if you're eating greasy foods and you start eating vegetables, you're gonna feel better. That I don't know how. Like the nigga, when Nipsey Hussle was supposed to do the documentary, right? The Dr. Sebi documentary, and expose all the shit that he was doing, and then he did it. And then when he died, Nick Cannon was like, "I'm picking it up," and he didn't. You wanna know why that is? Because when they took him to court, everybody was like, "Oh, he sued him and proved that he cured all the shit." Nah. He was just giving niggas fruits, vegetables, and herbs. And you can't technically prescribe anyone herbs, so he's just as much of a doctor as Dr. Dre is a doctor. Yeah. So they were suing him because he was prescribing people shit. But once he started talking, he's like, oh, I'll just be giving people herbs and alkaline water and shit like that. Like, that's not a prescription, so he technically not doing it. So we can't, we got to throw this case out because...
Thing.
Yeah.
And you ever notice it's just a little bit of critical thinking. All of his clients were these rich, wealthy, billionaire motherfuckers. Why do you think that was? Because they can afford the horse shit. Right. I'm not saying it was horse shit, but like he can afford what they.
It is horse shit. It's just
it
herbs
is.
and shit like that.
Yeah,
it's not gonna
but he can charge them whatever the fuck he wants. He can't charge the regular motherfucker that much because they're gonna be like, look.
Right. I mean, his spiritual successor, Sea Moss, is doing pretty.
Damn.
It's called a havoc.
You ever tasted Sea Moss?
Yes, but you're not about to sell me. Niggas be selling Sea Moss like when a nigga sell weed to a white dude that don't know the prices. Dog, I'm not
$38. Like, hey.
Right. I got like $200 for this gram of sea moss. And then now niggas starting to do like, oh, it's not the regular sea, it's the Irish sea moss that you want. Nigga, it's green goop. It don't matter.
It's flavored. This is that grape shit. I'm like, I don't want it. Like,
I don't care.
I would just drink more water.
Right. Can I just do that? I'll be a little bit more healthy. I'll be a little bit more healthier, but I won't spend $800 trying to pretend like I'm better than you.
My favorite thing I found, because again, this is why I had to delete TikTok for a while, because it thought I was a Dr. Sebi dude. And it started showing me these videos. It might have been his son or like a nephew or something like that. And he was like, it caught me off guard how funny it was, but he meant it. He was like, yeah, broccoli's not real. And I was like...
Okay, what? Yeah. Okay.
But like if you go look at what he meant,
then niggas here man-made. Yes, technically broccoli was man-made, but it's just as like there's an old black dude describing seedless watermelon, right? Seedless watermelon is man-made, but it's not like in a lab.
Right.
You take two plants and you breed them together twice, and the grandchild of that plant won't have seeds. That's it.
There it
It's
is.
not like you don't have
It's
to
science.
add some chemical or anything. It's just
Literal science.
if you know plants, you know what you're doing. Broccoli was 2 plants they put together because broccoli grow fast and and it was an easy food source.
But he was trying to cure AIDS, so they had to kill him.
They was thinking about AIDS they was thinking about cancer and AIDS in the year 700 when they invented broccoli. My nigga, stop it.
Yo, like I'm not laughing at somebody dying. Like that's not really funny, but how he died? This motherfucker died of some regular ass pneumonia.
Yeah, because he was old as shit.
He was old.
And also, he was in a South American prison.
Well,
which that'll do it.
probably, you know.
They wasn't giving this nigga his beetroots.
Nah, it was like just bread and whatever the fuck else. I don't know,
Right.
goop, slop, corn,
He's getting the
cream corn.
right. God damn. Even his family was on the Breakfast Club. Came out was like because everyone's like, oh, they killed him. He's like, no, he's an 80-year-old nigga in jail in South America.
Yeah.
Pneumonia can kill you when you're old. What are you talking about? But still,
Nah, but he
people
was
like,
trying
they was paid off.
Yeah. He was trying to buy NBC, you
Right.
know? Like, that's my favorite one. It's like every time somebody gets fucked up, you know, he's trying to buy Fox, and you know,
Right. That shit is so funny.
they didn't want that to happen, you know? Barbershop shit.
Speaking of that, you want to know what's crazy? Back when I was still in the military, I was supposed to go see Hannibal Buress the night that shit happened.
Oh, shit.
And we ended up having to stay up in Jersey or some shit like that over the night because of some bullshit. So I couldn't come back. Usually we go 3 days, 4 days, whatever, and go back home and shit. So back and forth. Yeah. But we had to stay there, and they was all being dickheads. So I had to get the tickets up, and that was the show that happened.
Dang. That's wild. I wonder did he ever talk about how he feels about that? Does he feel like vindicated or something, or does he feel like bad or like?
I don't know. That nigga's my enemy.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Not really. It's just every time, like, Hannibal Buress came to Philly multiple times, but when I was first starting out, like thrice, and it was twice at Raven, I want to say, and once at Fergie's, and he would come in, and for some reason, he would go up right before me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so
that was
a wash.
That's not fun. I wouldn't want to do it.
I still did it because I was
2
years in. I was like, I went to stage time, but
I
was like, God damn, no one is listening to a word I'm saying right now.
Damn, that's crazy. I've heard stories. It's funny because like I haven't been. I've been doing comedy since like 2014, but I haven't been doing stand up that long. I've been doing stand up since like 2019 or something like that, like right before the pandemic. And like I'll hear things about like kind of like my friends would be like, oh, they've opened for such and such, and then I'm like, oh, how was it? And they're like, man, fuck, man, that motherfucker said I had too much energy and like asked for another host. It was like, huh?
Oh yeah,
what the fuck is that?
I be hearing about shit like that.
What the fuck is that? No, like what? Like I thought, like naively, I thought like, oh, this, you know. I'm sure there's some shitheads, but it's like for overall, it's like it's a community of like-minded motherfuckers that ain't gonna do that.
Nah,
it's like, damn, man, I'm wrong.
No, it's some niggas don't like to work, and I get it because as a lazy nigga, I'd much rather work less than more. So if I'm a great comic and you're a great comic and you open for me and you crush, I gotta outdo you. Or else everybody gonna be like, I like that guy better. And y'all here to see me, y'all pay tickets for me. So I've heard about comics like requesting that people don't curse, or like some black comics will feature all white comics that had a crowd just against them because they white.
That's funny. That's pretty funny.
I can tell you a story off the mic.
Yeah. That's fucking funny though. I haven't met like a lot of like named comics, but like I remember there was only two that were pretty nice that I met. Michael Collier was very nice. I met him in passing, and then Pops was nice.
Oh,
yeah, or the spoon.
Yeah.
He was real nice. He sent somebody to the hospital that one night. Because it was, I don't know if it was some other shit, but she was having a good time and passed out.
Oh,
they had to go.
What was that at?
That's at Helium.
Oh, is that Helium?
Yeah, I don't know what show it was, but I remember I was working across the street at Fit, And there's a bunch of, you can always tell when it's black. The older
'cause
black people
the
out
older
there,
black people pop up.
they got
an
the
hour
suits
before the
out,
show.
the hats, the outfits. I was like, I wonder who's there. It's probably Earthquake or like Gary Owen or something.
Yeah, Gary Owen got a chokehold on the blacks, and I don't like it, dog. This nigga.
That's hilarious. I don't know much about Gary Owen, but I do know that.
This nigga's in every poorly funded black movie. Meet the this.
But I remember it was Pops was there, and like some lady had to get carted out because she passed out. I was like, damn, he really killed. Like
Right, that's a credit.
I'm taking that one. If I'm him, I'm like, yes,
Right.
I killed the bitch tonight.
Oh
Shoot, shit. I guess we could talk about some anime because I don't know shit about it.
my favorite subject. Look, I've been an anime fan for the longest time. I can talk about anime for 19 years straight.
Dang, hell yeah.
Because I'm not even just into the basic shit. I get into like the weird pockets of anime that people don't like. I'm heavy into romance. I'm a romance nigga.
Okay.
I'm a bleed at heart.
Okay,
You know what I
all
mean?
right.
So like my favorite anime is a romance. But I don't. When I try to put niggas onto anime,
Okay.
I ask them the shit that they like in real life, and I recommend them an anime that's like that.
This makes sense. This okay.
I'm
So
gonna put her on her, my guy.
So all right, let's start but we'll talk about you. So you like romance. So what are your favorite like animes?
My favorite anime of all time is called Toradora. It's a romance anime.
Okay.
It's about a little girl. It's about a little girl and a little boy in middle school, because it usually starts like right before. But the boy is nice as shit, and he has a mean face. His dad was like a Yakuza member. He looks like his dad. And everybody's afraid of him because of how he looks, but he's really just a nice guy. Okay. And the girl is the exact opposite. She looks adorable and everybody wants to be around her, but she's a menace. Now, the show's about like looks being deceptive and everything like that, but they both like each other's best friends. So they become friends to set each other up with each other's best friends.
That's a good ass plot.
It's pretty good.
Damn, that's a good plot.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
And there's some twists and turns in there.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. But like that's not, you wouldn't say that's a starting point though.
No.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of anime bullshit in there that the fighting anime kind of introduce you to. Because like in most anime, there's always in most generic anime there's like some random perverted shit going on. Like there's kids doing kid shit, but it's also for some reason, like when you get to more of the adult shit, there's always some titties doing some type of physical activity they shouldn't be doing, which is annoying as hell to me.
Like they're just
Nigga, there's a anime called High School of the Dead. When I was a young boy, this shit was peak anime, but watching it now, I'm like, this shit is stupid. A dude, it's zombies. It came out right before all the Walking Deads and everything like that, so it's killed my zombie.
You don't even give a fuck no more.
Yeah. A dude who bounced a sniper rifle off this girl's titties.
Yeah, I'd imagine that wouldn't work.
Yeah, I mean, it worked in anime. Shot it.
Right.
And one of his friends is fighting zombies with a sword down. So he shoots the bullet, and she's, while fighting with the sword, dips. And the bullet travels over top of this titty and under this titty while she's doing like a back. I'm like,
that's funny.
Nigga, no. That shit was the crazy.
That guy's like, nope.
I walked off into the sunset after that. I was like, this is no.
Damn. Okay. All right. So what do I like?
If you're watching regular TV, you turn it on the old boob tube.
Okay.
What would you watch?
I watch a lot of wrestling, a lot of pro wrestling.
Okay.
There is one that I think I know the title of, and I'm sure you'll correct me if I'm wrong, that I do like because it's purposely perverted. It's called Golden Boy, I think.
Oh, that's a classic. Yeah.
Okay, I've seen memes of that, and I'm like, this is relevant to my humor. Yeah, I like this.
It's just a stupid show you can turn on. a boy trying to get pussy, but he can't. He tries to do shit to get pussy,
Mm-hmm.
and it ends up working but failing at the same time. So
Okay.
the girls end up liking him
Yeah.
at the end, but after he fucks himself up in the hospital or never sees them again or some shit, it's very funny.
He's like sniffing a toilet seat or something like that, or like a chair, and he's like, oh, like that.
It's
That shit made me
He
laugh.
got into a motorcycle race with a girl who was into motorcycles. Mind you, he didn't have a motorcycle; he was on a bike.
He's just killing himself every episode. Hell yeah. So I would say like my interests are probably just like wrestling, football. I mean, it might be a stretch, but like, like rap shit.
Okay, all right, okay. Wrestling. There's a few wrestling anime. There's one. A lighthearted one is about this dude, a wrestler who gets reincarnated into an alternate world where he really likes animals. So he has like the tiger mask, like the old luchador wrestlers.
Yeah.
So he just wants to take care of animals.
Okay.
So he tries to like open up an animal sanctuary.
Okay.
And if you mistreat animals, he's suplexing you, and that's basically the whole anime. It's very lighthearted.
Okay. All right. I don't hate this.
But it's also the cool classic shit like I don't remember the Japanese title. Ultimate Muscle. It's like
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm familiar.
yeah.
I don't think I've watched it, but I know the toys that like the action figures and shit.
It's like a wrestling anime, but they tell the story is like they tell it like it's wrestling, like Jerry King Lawler.
Okay.
And like it's like, oh my god, what are they doing? Like, you know what I mean?
Hell
It's
yeah.
very fun because he's a coward, but he's from a planet of wrestlers, and his dad is the king of the wrestlers, and he can be as strong as his dad is if he believes in himself, but he a punk. But he gets into fights all the time because he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
That shit is pretty nice.
Okay. All right. It's 2 for 2 right now.
Football ones, there's a lot. There's a classic called Ice Shield 2020, Ice Shield 2021 or what? Let me get this.
We can get it. We gonna get it. We got time.
Ice Shield 21. Yeah.
Okay.
About this football is about the short dude who plays football. He's very fast, so they use him as whatever. I don't watch football, so they use him to do fast things, and then he has his homie who just a good liar. He finesses everybody like, oh, this kid played in America. He did this, he did that. So all the teams like, oh shit, this is the kid. So they never see it. It's called Ice Shield 21 because he always has his helmet on and a shield over his face, so no one ever sees his face because they gonna find out it's this pussy ass boy that they don't like.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
This is a good play. What I'm noticing is that even though I don't know anything about it, the plots seem very well like structured.
Yeah.
Like it's just presented in a cartoon.
Yeah, and that's the point. I'm not trying to like. There's anime that are super left and just do the wildest shit. But if you are looking for like, there's enough. Like, anime is a medium more than it is a genre because there's genres in the anime that you can find if you like. Whenever like. Most of the girls I talk to don't like anime, but all of them have watched the anime with me in Japanese with the subtitles, right?
So that what I'm learning too is that's how you're supposed to watch it, right?
I'm not an elitist anymore. I'm in my 30s. I watch
it how you watch.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
I prefer back in the day. You had to watch it in sub because the English dubs is like they just they bust outside the recording studio. Like, you come here for a second. You want to make some money?
They
like,
don't even match.
It's terrible.
You be having me voice a kid. Like,
yeah, but now it's like there's so many people who, because the boom of anime, there's so many people who are doing voice acting and blah 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 that like the voices are fine now.
Oh, okay, all right. So when I see that it's elitist shit, and I can call you out on it. You know what I mean? I'll be like, nah.
Yeah, relax. You can watch whatever you want.
All right.
Oh man, but yeah, most of the girls I talk to don't watch anime or didn't watch anime, but I put them all onto anime.
Okay.
One of my exes, I put her onto JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is one of my favorite anime. But I started most of them off by watching this joint called what is it called? Another? No, not Another. Another is like a Final Destination thing. Erased.
Okay.
Erased is it's like a murder mystery. Like this dude finds out that he can travel through time, right? He travels through time, and then he remembers that one of his classmates gets murdered.
Mm-hmm.
So he while he's back in time, he stops the murder from happening.
Mm-hmm.
So when he gets back he gets back to the future.
Mm-hmm.
Because he stopped her from getting murdered, someone else got murdered. The murderer was targeting kids that were isolated. So because she wasn't isolated, somebody else in the class was isolated. So it was like a dance, him going back and forth through time to save the people.
God damn, that sounds good. Like
It's very good. It's very good. That gets them all.
damn. See, it feels like I'm missing out.
You are.
The only thing I think that I've gotten from anime thus far is the soundtracks. It's like I'll hear the song. I'm familiar with certain songs, and they're probably from like video games or something like that that have like or anime design or something like that. And like I'll hear that music, or I'll hear like I don't know what they call it, but it's like Japanese 80s soul music, some shit like that.
Oh, ooh.
Something wave maybe or something like that.
I know what you're talking about. There's a radio station in Japan that made their own like groovy ass music,
And I'm like, yo, this is really good. Like,
and it
there's
sounds
no one
like you
talking
heard
like
it
this.
before,
Like-
but it's just Japanese people go to fuck in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
I think that I was like, man, do I want to go to Japan? Like, I think I might want to go to Japan.
that shit is fire, dog.
Like-
That shit is fire.
Seems peaceful. I be seeing mad like people on like Instagram that I know or know like through other people, and they're like anime dudes or like, and they go over there and they are in heaven. It's like everything's so nice and peaceful, and motherfuckers are just like, you know, they going to sushi places dressing up like samurais and shit. They're like having the time of their
shit.
life.
I mean,
And I'm like, yo, this shit look tight.
yes, it's a country, so yeah. I follow somebody on TikTok. She's a hafu, is what they call them in Japan.
Okay.
With biracial niggas. What are you?
Haifu?
Hafu, like half.
Oh,
but
hafu.
Can't, They can't pronounce it like
So
half.
waifu is what?
Wife.
Wife. Okay. Haifu is all right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But she's noticeably black,
Mm-hmm.
right? And she was talking about her experience being noticeably black.
Mm-hmm.
She's like in some of the cities is kind of okay, but like once you get to like the rural area, she's like she was going to because her dad was like a soldier. That's always how it is.
They half Asian.
Yeah, some Marine dropping dick off,
Some Korean lady.
Shinjuku or some shit. But she was like she was going to visit her grandparents or some shit like that in like one of the little prefectures on the outskirts, and her brother and her mom walk into a store, and like some old lady just started hitting her brother with a stick because he was a nigga. So there's definitely that there.
All right. Okay.
But the whiter you look, the more welcomed you are. So,
yeah.
I mean,
I might be all right.
yeah.
I don't know how they feel
got
about
enough-
Puerto Ricans.
You got enough rolls in your cheeks to be like, all right.
Right. If I hold my breath, I'll be the. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Saint Nick.
I did a joke at an all black room one time about me passing, and like it was a cop a cop pulled me over, and like he put like, I don't know if they do it in every state in Delaware, but in Delaware they have a printout and they have all your shit on it, and you have to confirm it, and it's like race, and it was like W, and I was like, I'm not gonna say anything.
We'll keep this on the low.
Right. When I was like, I said that, I said like something to the effect of the audience, like, certain places I could pass, and the room full of black people was like, nah, nigga, you. I was
Niggas
like,
see nigga, but
I know, but you're ruining the joke, like
you definitely a nigga with that schneid.
I do, like, it's weird because I got like right here is kind of like white, and it's
Yeah.
like black. Like,
Yep,
upper
yep.
lip white, bottom lip black.
I can't see your upper lip because you got the
Yeah, I
stash
got a
over
little
it.
stash, but it's not. It's pretty.
Your nose neighbors covering your upper lip.
You ever seen that meme where there's like a he might be albino or something like that. I don't even know if that's what you call him now, but like it was like you a white black man, and he was like, huh? And he's like, yeah, you a white black man. He's like, he thought he was just like a white.
I know exactly what you're talking about. He's like, you stupid fuck. Because somebody said he not mixed, he combined. And that shit, nigga, that is the perfect word. Because he looked like somebody just threw some features on a body.
It's
like
so
he a
weird.
creative character.
It's so weird. I'm like, yo, That's crazy. I'm kind of shout out to my parents. I can kind of I don't look combined.
Right. You were mixed.
Yeah,
somebody poured your milk and your chocolate and was like, oh, "This is gonna be good in like 5 minutes."
Dude, when I was a kid, I was distraught is the word because I couldn't. When I realized like my mom had to have that discussion that I couldn't have the same haircut as my cousins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted
a little too kinky, baby.
I wanted the the box with the Michael Irvin joints. And she was like, you can get those, but you can't get the. It ain't doing that.
Okay. You got
it's curly when it's not like I was just like, dang, okay. Well, I'll stick with the season.
Puerto Rican hair.
I felt like a record.
I want a record.
I might fucking want to get my dick sucked watching fucking Attack on Titan.
That'd be a violent dick suck, but it can happen.
Matter of fact, when we get off here, I'm gonna show you the anime joint I match with. Matter of fact, if it don't work out, because the way you described, I was like, yeah, she big joint, she dark skin, so.
hey, that's my twist. Remember Madagascar 2?
Yeah.
Moto?
Yeah.
I like them big. I like them chunky. I like them round with something.
I gotta end on this. I can't follow that. Thank you for coming, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you inviting me, dog.
Hell yeah, you're welcome back anytime. Anytime you want to hang out, or anytime.
I'll come up here.
Hell
If
yeah.
only for the free snacks. I don't fuck with you like that.
That's how I learned that you don't fuck with me. Oh shit! You want to share any socials that you want people to find you?
Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram, slanging memes. The stories is where you want to be at. I be sharing shows and shit on a regular post, but I be sharing the memes and shit in the stories. But my Instagram is Perks and Caicos. You know what I mean?
It's a good name.
Thank you. I thought of it.
If you want to start a podcast, call it that. That is amazing. Hell yeah.
Also, my Twitter is less fun. I'm trying to get that popping. I use it for meme purposes strictly, and to know what's happening in the black community. You got to be abreast on Twitter.
Have to.
But my name on there is at Perks and Caicos because I couldn't put and. I think what is my name on it is like Reese Niggerspoon or some shit. Like that.
God, I wonder if I can call this episode that without getting banned.
What's this Puerto Rican nigga doing?
Oh shit! Hell yeah, Malachi. You can find me on my socials are the same at James B Knight. If you're listening to this video's on YouTube at jamesb.knight, and I got a Patreon. 2 people, even though there's nothing on there except for like 2 things I did 2 years ago. 2 people like it, so thanks to y'all. I'll learn your names eventually, but there's a Patreon. I guess I'll start putting things on there.
Yeah, support the page.
Hell yeah,
that's
right?
What white dudes be saying. The page.
The page. Hell yeah, Malachi. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, big dog.
Hell yeah. I got a drop too that I don't know how to end these things. It's always awkward. So like Brandon has ended it perfectly, and I'm gonna put that at the end of this. It's just him saying like, "Bye, nigga."
That's hilarious.
It just sounds funnier coming out of his mouth.
Of course, and I know how you said it.